Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. Got a big show lined up. But first, let's take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and his hard-working crew taking care of everyday comfort needs. Highs only going to get up to 81. A bit of a cool down here. Low 67. But the water temperature at the end of the pier is still at 77 degrees. So we'll wait for it to start dropping pretty soon. Take a look at our river readings brought to us by the good folks at Panama City, Coca-Cola, Apalachicola, Bluntstown, an even 5 foot. Been staying pretty even right there, it looks like. And the Choctaw at Caryville, this morning's reading a 2.4, and I'm thinking it's going up by tomorrow to some of the rain we've had recently, so hopefully it'll start moving up a little bit. We don't like it that low. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Today, November the 12th, it's flat. It's a flat line today and on tomorrow, but like I said yesterday, this weekend we have some really good, strong tides coming in. Take a look at our wind direction. It'll be coming out of northeast now, a little bit different. Northeast at about 5 to 10. Let's take up, I tell you, we haven't talked to our friends down at Seaquarters Marina recently, so let's see if we can touch base with them. Okay, watch this. Call Seaquarters. Hopefully Captain Kim will be in. They may be fishing today.
Good morning, Seaquarters.
Captain Kim, good morning.
Mr. Chester, same to you.
Great to hear from you. Haven't talked to you in a while. You been doing okay?
Thank you. Yeah, we've been keeping busy here. We're starting to get into a little bit of the looper season, so they keep us good and busy.
Okay, I hadn't thought about that. Loopers are starting to come through.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, what's going on the fishing scene down around the Caryville area?
Well, the river's perfect because, of course, we haven't had rain for a month or so now.
Yeah.
Gary Beebe's grandkids are slaying the redfish up the river with the little bet spins.
Oh.
Lots of brim and stump knockers getting caught, too. So it's been pretty good up the river, thankfully, because it's been a little bit rough offshore. I do have a couple of guys left out this morning, so I'll be waiting to get a report from them.
Okay.
And I think we still got a little bit of snapper or trooper action out there, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, y'all caught some nice grouper. I saw the last month or so. You brought some nice grouper in.
Yeah, they were actually, getting their limit, and just, 4 or 5 boats when it was nice last week, I think it was, did real good. So we've had, some real good fishing out of here. And you don't have to go too far when the weather's kind of rough. Just inside of Dog Island here, you get your sheep's head and sea bass and whatnot.
That's right, and I know you had a good, I heard some good surf fishing over in St. George Island, so it's a good pompano caught, so it's been a good couple of weeks, sounds like.
Yes, yeah, off the beach has been pretty good too, yeah, so we've been doing real well with that fishing. All
right, well, it's great to hear from you, and we'll be touching base with you again pretty soon, and thanks for all the good reports, and you have a great week.
Thank you. You too, sir. Appreciate the call and have a great week.
All right. Captain Kim down at Seaquarters Marina. We love talking to those folks down there. To me, that area, we talk about it all the time. The pearl of the Panhandle is just, I don't know who labeled it that. I've heard it before, the pearl of the Panhandle, because it's still wild and natural and not full of condos and motels. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, folks. We got a bunch of pictures, so let's get started on them. While we're talking about our commercial industry and the fishing and the shrimping and all different things that provide us all that fresh seafood at Tarpon Dock and Real Time and all those seafood places, and these guys, they make a living off of it, and fortunately we're able to keep it going. This is down in Apalachicola Bay. Bunky Jones talked about my friend's boat out of Scipio Creek, Apalachicola. The bay was good to him today. Congratulations, Captain Chris Estes. That's the way a stern board is supposed to look. And that's exactly right. That stern board there, you want it full of shrimp. when they're out there on one trip like that. So that I know a lot of folks got to enjoy those shrimp. We appreciate our commercial guys. This has nothing to do with the outdoors, but it's just funny. Back during the hurricane, this is a friend of mine, Anna Prevost. During the hurricane, she teaches up at Waller Elementary. Some folks really just broke in. Well, Waller, nobody was in there because we closed school there for a while, and these people left her a note. This way back, this is a memory on Facebook. Thank you for the use of your room. You're a woman after my own heart. Thanks for the coffee. She had coffee in the classroom. They lived in it a week or two, and they left her a nice note. So anyway, let's move on to something. This is exciting. Coming up this weekend now, the Family Fall Festival. This is a picture over here, St. Joe Buffer Bay Preserve. This is a picture of an old trail, old road, old walking path in there. Isn't that cool? You'd think you're up there around the Smoky Mountains. So we talked about the situation here. Let me get back to this. Okay, here we go. My bad. Speaking of Apalachicola and old roads, this is an old logging road, and I see pictures of it on occasion. Old roads back in the forest they build just for logging, and not for anything else. They'll just get those trees out of there. But what was cool about this construction, they've got the boards like vertical. I didn't see that's the first wooden bridge I've seen. I've seen a lot of them, but they've always been like horizontal and flat. But these are vertical, and it lasted a long time. They don't tell how many loads of trees that brought out of the Apalachicola National Forest. Ned Maxwell, Winston Chester. We went fishing with Brock Meyer today. My grandson Ethan, he outfished us. So let's look at these pictures here. There they are, up from coming down from Chattahoochee, fishing down here. Here they are with Brock taking a selfie, his wife Joanne and his grandson. And look at Ned catching, that's a nice little group over there. You've noticed you got tree line, they're right here in the bay system, right within a shot of land. A nice flounder. It's a good trip right here. His grandson coming in with that nice snapper. That was a good trip. Good job. Captain Brockmeyer. Okay, I've shown this one. This is what I was talking about coming up on the 16th, the Fall Fest. It's going to be here. The interesting times on it, normally all these things are held in the morning. This will be afternoon from 3 to 6. Okay, so we're going to try to make that if we can. That's going to be a lot of fun. And just get out there and enjoy it. And let's see. We always have that one fishing buddy that can't stop buying equipment. It's amazing. That's what keeps these tackle business companies in business, all the things that we buy. I'm not quite that bad, but I sure love all the development, all the old stuff and the new stuff they come out with. This is sad. This is anyone know any Holmes County FWC officers? They're just regional, but we're having a problem on our place with poaching, and it seems like pulling teeth to get help. 5 deer last year and 2 already this year. I need someone who's in command their number. A doe just shot and then backstraps cut out. This is that's disgusting. I just hate to see that. They shot the doe, left her on the ground. You can see where they cut the backstraps out. That is a low down. That's a low life right there that does stuff like that. So we're going to talk to Officer Chris Bowley, and maybe I'll get in contact with him as far as getting some help up there. I know the officers that most of them around here, and they work their tails off, and they'll certainly try to get some help to y'all. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Glad you're with us this morning. Got all kind of cool things going on this time of year. I just love it. I know you do too. And we always want to check, as getting close to Thanksgiving, we always want to check the duck migration, see what's going on. Back in the day, we just had to go out in the woods and look, but now we have all this technology. Interesting enough, I pulled it up last night, the Ducks Unlimited, their migration map, and I was a little surprised, just not a lot of information on here. I'll show you the map where the reports are coming from, but you see we have no reports from down in this area, and which is not surprising. We just flat out hadn't had any cold air, and I did check this report up here, Mobile Bay. I always get some reports there, and basically what they're saying, they're low numbers right there. It's Loxley, Alabama. low numbers there. But what I'd like to check, and this will happen really good, I go up here, way up here in Wisconsin and Michigan on the Mississippi Flyway. I just checked 1 or 2 reports, and they're saying low numbers. Okay, so what happens if you have, they're in between the low numbers, okay, low numbers up north because they're migrating down and not quite down south yet. So in between, that's when the Arkansas area is so good, that middle part of the country on that Mississippi Flyway. So I just wanted to touch base with you all, let you know about what's going on as far as the actual duck migration. We'll stay on top of it. We'll start getting some reports, I'm thinking, around Thanksgiving. I wrote down some just things to do now in outdoors. I love doing those top 10 things to do in the springtime or summer, whatever. Sometimes it's just good things to do right now. So I made a list last night, and we're winding down 10 of them. Okay, first thing I wrote down, pompano. Pompano is still in. We better get out there now this next week or so. So pompano surf fishing is one of them. Number 2, start setting up a quail hunt. I've seen some really good quail hunt this past weekend. Some nice quail hunts. I'll show you some pictures in a minute. So if you love to hunt, quail hunt or dove hunt, this time of year is great. They're really coming down, the dove are. Number 3, great time to get out there and cast net mullet. The old timers, like I said last week, they're what they call the second run. What they're talking about, they're catching them on the second run. They call it a little bit fatter and more juicier, the second run here. Number 4 was just get around these creeks, canoe, kayak, get a boat, walk along the trail on the creeks. But these creeks are really beautiful this time of year with those leaves changing. Number 5, just go target shooting. Go up to the shooting range if you can, but if you got some property, get out that property and just shoot at cans and whatever. It could be a little 22 or whatever you want to shoot, but it's just fun shooting a gun. Number 6, you've seen the reports that I've had the last couple of weeks on red fishing. You heard what Captain Kim just said about the redfish. Captain Beebe's grandchildren are up the creek catching redfish. So with the creeks being low, those redfish have gotten in there and they're isolated. All these feeder creeks going into the bay system. So Sandy Creek, Black Creek, all those creeks will be good. Number 7, I always write this down this time of year, hike. Just, get up to Terrell State Park, some state park, just go walking. Just get up there and just move around and watch nature is what's going on. 8, trot lines. I wrote down trot lines because the last 2 weeks I haven't gotten any reports. Before that I got some good reports, but now I think those catfish are getting hungry. Number 9, just take a boat ride along the big rivers and just going up and down the creeks and all, go in the creeks a little bit and come up the slough and move around. Just ride around in a boat. That's I used to not think much of that, but that's a lot of fun the older you get. And number 10, the wildflowers. Okay, I put number 10. I did it together: wildflowers and also cut firewood. I haven't talked much about cutting firewood lately because we just haven't. It just hasn't been cold enough. I still have firewood left over from last winter. So anyway, those things to do. We're blessed to be here in the Florida Panhandle. I talk about it all the time. Those are just 10 things you do. I didn't even mention going to some state park in the area. We're blessed to have all of our state parks here, and those are good. Okay, I've got some more. Now, speaking of quail, speaking of pictures and all, some cool things in the pictures. Check this out, Dennis Hale. Okay, y'all talk to Dennis when you get over there he owns Real Time Fishery. Just a little simple picture like this. This is what I wanted to go into. Just walking along, those leaves are falling. It's just those fresh leaves are falling is exciting to me. You still have some greenery, and you have this water out here. It's just a really special place. You have ducks flying in and fish jumping. That's just beautiful. Thank you, Dennis, for sending that. The Suber family, friends of mine since I was a kid, the Suber family went opening day of quail season in Florida. This is Saturday. Great day working Heidi. That's Heidi right there. And teaching the boys a little bit about, isn't that a great point right there? They're over there in Gaston County. Here are a couple of pictures here. The boys on the first hunt. Okay, here they are here. They all got a few. And here's one shooting. They got that vest on out there in the field. That's good. All right, smelling them right there. Look at that tail when it sticks up like that. You know when you see that, you know they're into something. Then you get ready to flush it. They have some good places. There they go, creeping up. I just get a thrill. It's just a great place to hunt and a lot of fun. You heard the term dog tired? Well, Heidi is in the back of the truck. Look at all the water that she drank. And she's dog tired, but I promise you, that is one happy dog right there. So good job to Super family. Okay, jump back into fishing. Listen, this is Giovanna Perez. This is on Panama City fishing page. He's an 18-inch flounder. He had to release it. He said December 1st, hurry up. What a nice flounder right there. Okay. Okay, before we get into this FWC law enforcement team, they got some rewards and all. Let's go ahead and take a quick break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's take a quick look at our fishing game time today, brought to us by the good folks at Blue Water Outrigger. We're looking at 7:32 to 9:32 this morning, and tonight 7:58 to 9:58. It sure is getting dark early. Okay, let's get caught up on, we haven't done Shark Tracker this month. I always like to do Shark Tracker, so here we are. Check this out. This is good because we don't have any sharks. None here in the Gulf. There's one over here in the mouth, over here in the New Orleans area, but none in our area, which is good news. And folks wonder what this red, right here in the center of the page around Jacksonville, that red marker, you know what that is? Let me show you. That's actually a boat. It shows where the boat is showing, this boat is a shark research boat, and this is where it's been the last year or so, all over the place. But that's what that is. So I always thought that's interesting. Okay, so anyway, no sharks. So we have no ducks and we have no sharks. So, but it's going to be picking up hopefully with the ducks and all. One of the things I wanted to talk about, I got a couple more pictures, but before I get into that, let's see, get back to pictures. Let's go and show a couple more of these pictures because something about FWC being rewarded. This is good right here. The Law Enforcement Team of the Year up here in Northwest Florida. This is the offshore group here, the Offshore Patrol Vessel Team, and they got rewarded for the job they do. And then a good picture of them and their spouses. So thank you guys and ladies for everything you do to protect our resources. Good job, FWC Offshore. And then also, this is interesting, coming up actually this week, the biggest bass catches, actually going to be this Saturday. What they do, the biggest catch that you have, they'll get it mounted, and they recognize the top 15 bass of this past season, anything 13 pounds or more. So you can make it if you catch a 13-pound bass. So the reward ceremony will be right here. It's going to be at the Bass Pro Shop in Gainesville. So that's going to be cool. 5 p.m. And here's some of the pictures of 13-pound bass. If y'all make it, y'all let me know because I want to give you a special recognition on Panhandle Outdoors. But wow, that's cool. And thanks to FWC for recognizing those folks. And something else I found on the FWC page, this catfish right here, this is, look at that. Okay, see the holes in the bank back there? Okay, what this is invasive. It's an invasive catfish. It's a sail-fin catfish, and they make the holes to protect themselves, lay the eggs and everything in there. So this is an invasive fish, and we don't I don't know if we have them around here. I don't know. I haven't seen any, but I've heard from any. Anyway, that's something we're talking about doing. Invasive species and all. It's just a shame. Every one of them starts from somebody jumping out the aquarium in fresh water. So, okay, so I'm gonna go. Last night I was trying to put some stuff together, and I ran into. I started thinking about. I've never talked about this before. 4,500 plus shows I've done. I've never talked about this before. Thought it was really interesting. I was looking through my Woods and Water last night, the November issue. I always just thumbed through it, and I was looking for articles to share with you, but I always look back in the back. They're always talking about. They're always showing hunting property for sale. And I followed it over the years because everybody wants some hunting property, and it's just been amazing at the stories I've heard about people getting them, and then just having a wonderful time on them, and then other people not being able to afford them. Well, I don't think I can afford many of these. So I took pictures of some of the ads out of there, just to give an idea of the prices on some of these things. Okay, so I'm going to jump up. This is Cordell, Georgia, and that's 27 acres. Now this does have a house. $420,000, okay? How about over here, down here in Taylor County? You know where Taylor County is? This is 30 acres, okay? It just has a well and septic tank. How about $260,000? Okay, this is different ads here. Okay, here's 225 acres in Marion, in Micanopy. That's a beautiful area, Micanopy is. Just at the bottom line down there, starting at $10,000 an acre. It's only 25 minutes to Ocala or Gainesville. It's in between Gainesville and Ocala. There's a movie shot there one time in Micanopy. So $10,000 an acre. And then go on to this one. This is up in Georgia. A lot of them, Early County, Georgia. That's close by. It's an old homestead, and this now it's 234 acres. It's got income-producing planted pines right at $2 million. Okay, if you'll buy that, let me know, because I want to go up there and shoot a show. Here's one over here in this is South Carolina, but a little ways away from us. But it's 184 acres. This is what's funny. Okay. It says, you see that triangle right here? Basically what they did, it said this recently harvested timber represents an opportunity to create a dream hunting retreat. Folks, what they did, they clear cut it. They clear cut it and sold all the timber, but they're looking on the positive side now. You can create your own dream hunting retreat. I laughed out loud when I read that. So anyway, I think that's all of them. Well, one more real quick. Calhoun County, how about $875,000? Wow. So anyway, I just want to show you that to just show you how the property just skyrocketed. Of course, you know that, home prices and all, but I always was hoping land prices would stay down. But the best one to me was that one up there where they clear cut it, sold all that timber, made all that money. Now you get an opportunity to make your own dream hunting preserve. So you plant those pines, it's going to take about 20 years to mature, 18 in some places. So I'll wrap it up for today. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I've enjoyed bringing it to you. Y'all do something good for someone else today. Have a great day. Enjoy the outdoors. Take care of it. God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.